okay, let's move on to our 6th point here, is that the revelation indicated Jesus was coming in the time of the 7 churches. All right, and we're going to look at Revelation 2:5, 2:16, 2:25, 3:3, and 3:11 for this. Okay, so let's go to our Bible. All right, let's get our Bible here. Revelation 2:5. All right, Bible. Notice, and this is the message to the church at Ephesus. Remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent and do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly. So here Jesus was saying he's coming to the church at Ephesus. Now, when you look at this in the literal Bibles, you will see it even clearer. It says, remember therefore from where you have fallen, and repent and do the first works, but if not, I am coming to you. So Christ clearly said to the church at Ephesus, he was coming at their time, in their time. All right? And that would make sense, because you remember the message, the Revelation 1 verse 1, the instruction was that these things were shortly to come to pass. These things were about to happen, right? So let's remain in the literal Bible here for a while, and let's look at these messages to these churches. Verse 16. This is the message to This is the message to Pergamum, or Pergamos. It says, therefore repent, but if not, I am coming to you quickly. Notice, Christ was coming to Pergamos. In the time of Pergamos, he was coming. All right. Now, let's go to verse 25. Verse 25. All right. This now is to, which church is this? This is to Thyatira. Verse 25. But behold, but hold fast to that which you have, until which time I might come. So Thyatira, he was coming in the time of Thyatira. Okay. Let's move on. Let's go over to Revelation chapter 3, verse 3 now. Revelation 3, verse 3, and this is the church at Sardis. Remember therefore what you have received and heard, and keep it and repent. If therefore you shall not watch, I will come like a thief, and you shall not know at what hour I will come upon you. So he was coming in the time of Sardis. All right. And finally, verse 11 here, this is Philadelphia. I am coming quickly. Hold fast to that what you have. So Christ was coming in the time of Philadelphia. Now, if it is true that these 7 churches represent 7 church ages, okay, look what confusion we are going to be in. Because Christ told Ephesus that he is coming to them. And according to this chart, Ephesus is from 53, let's say around, the average time here is around the year 100. Okay. But also he said he was coming to Pergamos, which is approximately the year 400 average out there. So he was coming to 300 years later again to Pergamos. Then Thyatira, which is another 900 years later. Then to Sardis, which is another 200 years after. And then to Philadelphia, which is about another 100 years after. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comings of Christ. Or is it that all of these churches, as the book of Revelation says, they were in Asia at the time the book was written, so that when Christ came, all of them would have witnessed it? That makes more sense to me. That he was coming in the time when all 7 churches were actually there in Asia. And the book, the message was sent to them to give them the heads up so that they would be ready to receive Christ when he came. That makes a lot more sense to me.